Hey guys, how's it going? So I abridged the first volume of The Boys. Well, this video is only the first half of the first volume because there's a lot more work and time consuming than I thought it would be, but I'll keep them coming if you guys like them. So yeah, hope you enjoy. Welcome to Volume 1 of The Boys, The Name of the Game. It's written by Garth Ennis and the artwork's done by Darrick Robertson. The story opens with Billy, otherwise known as Butcher, sitting on a park bench with his loyal companion and best friend, Terror. Yes, Terror is a dog. Superheroes fly over, and he says, "I'm gonna have you. Yeah, off to a good start. On the next page, the story cuts to our main character, Wee Huey. Huey is a funny fellow that resembles Simon Pegg, and you immediately like him as a character. He's at some carnival in Glasgow with his girlfriend talking about Area 51 and homosexual aliens when his girlfriend says she loves him. He's like, "What?" And she's like, "Yeah." They kiss unlike Huey has ever kissed before, and then, bang! She is killed by the A-Train, a superhero who has super speed. His slogan is, "Can't stop the A-Train." Douche bag. Cut back to Butcher, who is presumably in the US. He talks to Susan Rayner, the director of some CIA branch. Flashback to Huey, who's standing surrounded by officials with his dead girlfriend's arms ripped from her body in his hands. He has a blank stare, then starts screaming. A-Train says, "You have people who can deal with this, right?" And bails. Douche bag. Cut back to Butcher, who's done talking to Rayner, and actually begins talking to Rayner. You learn about the Boys, a group of 5 that keeps intel on superheroes and keeps them in check. Butcher shows Rayner he knows his stuff when it comes to soups. Rayner gives him the go-ahead to reassemble his team. Back to Huey. He's in his apartment, pretty upset. Drinking, smoking pot, morning man stuff. There's a knock at his door. It's government officials. They say a bunch of BS, tell Huey to sign papers to make everything go away. Huey does. A-hole officials leave. Huey says, "I don't want compensation. I want her back. That's all." Flashback to Butcher, talking to computer intel / General Boy's slave that goes as Monkey. Busts him fapping to paraplegics. Yeah, not kidding. They do research together, find out what Soups are up to. Also find out about Huey. Butcher wants him for the team. Back to Huey, sitting on a park bench by himself, crying. Amazing face art throughout this book, by the way. You really feel what the characters feel. Anyway, real sad moment. Zoom into Huey's sad face. Zoom out on next frame. Butcher is sitting next to him. End of issue. Issue 2 opens with Rayner, our CIA lady, going through the Boys' previous files. She reads things like traumatized, fatally traumatized, extremely ragged decapitation, most dangerous individual ever encountered by this agency, William J., a.k.a. Billy, a.k.a. Butcher. Too late now, she tells her computer screen. Ha. Butcher and Huey are sitting next to each other at a park. They start talking, and there's a barking Shih Tzu in the background. Huey says it's annoying, so Butcher tells Terror, his dog, to go the Shih Tzu. Terror does. They laugh and become friends, start talking more. Cue team reassemble montage. Meet Frenchie, talking to his coffee in a coffee shop. People start giving him shit, so he them up. Butcher walks in and Frenchie runs up to him. "Mon brave, mon frère." They're friends. Frenchie is now back in the Boys. Now to the female, the only girl on the team. She contracts with the mob in her free time. Talk about bloodlust. Butcher finds her clearing out a house of lowlives. She peels someone's face off and throws it out a window. Yikes. Butcher chats with her. She's back on the team. Now to Mother's Milk. Muscle and reason of the team. He runs a foster home or something in the ghetto. His daughter comes down, calls Butcher Uncle Billy. Butcher and MM are closer than the others. MM and his daughter fight. She's a little slut. Storms outside. Butcher goes out there and tells her to her straight, like, "Your dad's awesome. Your mom's a whore. Be nice to him, yo." One of her ghetto friends starts showing off his gun to Butcher, so Butcher grabs it and crushes it in his hands. Whoa, you think. Crazy strength. Butcher goes back inside and convinces reluctant Mother's Milk to join them again. He does. Yay. Flashback to Huey. Butcher tells him why he's approached him in the first place. Tells Huey that he leads a team called the Boys that work to prevent what happened to Huey's girlfriend. Huey's like, whoa. Butcher tells him he works for the CIA. Huey says that Americans are... lol. Huey starts going on about American conspiracy theories, aliens and shit. Butcher is like, nah dude, the people that rule the world are just plain old companies. Huey's catching on, seeing how superheroes mess up the status quo. Butcher is impressed. They talk some more. Huey is worried that he won't be able to do all of the spying and fighting that he assumes he will have to do. Butcher says he will learn. Butcher gives Huey a bunch of money, tells him to fly out to New York and find a place, then give Butcher a call. Issue ends. Issue 3 opens in the headquarters of the Seven, the most famous and prestigious superhero team. Think about the Justice League. They just got a new member, Starlight, aka Anne January. She's talking to the leader of the Seven, the Homelander, basically the boys' version of Superman. She's all, OMG, this is so cool. I've always wanted to be a part of this team. You guys are so awesome. And he's like, yeah, we're pretty cool. You are a really promising hero. And readers just think, oh, soups aren't all that bad. Wrong. Starlight is all talking about her youth groups and Christianity and stuff as Homelander leads her into the main HQ of the Seven. He's like, take a seat. She's like, oh, okay, cool. Homelander takes off his pants and is like, suck it, girl. Not kidding. Starlight is like, okay, never mind, not cool, and tries to leave. Back to Huey and Butcher. Huey finds some shitty place in New York City, South Bronx area. Butcher comes and is like, why are you staying here? Huey's like, I don't know. And they talk more about the boys. Butcher gives Huey his U.S. passport. Huey's now a U.S. citizen. There's more dialogue, character development type stuff. Back to the Seven. Starlight is all freaked out, trying to leave. In walks Black Noir, full-on dark guy. Not being racist. Look at him. And guess who? A-Train. Douche. Bag! All three of the dudes have their pants at their ankles, and Starlight is all, are you guys gonna force yourselves on me? Homelander's like, nah, but if you want to join the Seven, I suggest you get dirty. She is super freaked out, but she does it. Ugh. Back to the main story. Huey and Butcher arrive at the boys' HQ in Times Square in New York City. Time to get down to business. Mother's Milk is worried about the place once it cleaned up. Female is hungry. Everyone's kind of yelling in Butcher's ear. Butcher gets a bit upset and walks away. More character development type stuff. MM gives Huey his condolences for his girlfriend. He's a nice guy. Back to the Seven. Starlight is in the bathroom throwing up everywhere. Her makeup is all messed up. She's obviously been crying. In walks another member of the Seven, Queen Maeve. Thank Wonder Woman. Starlight gets excited and gushes over her like, OMG, I never thought I'd meet you. You were my hero when I was a little girl. I always wanted to be like you. And Queen Maeve is like, no, go away. Ouch. Back to the boys. Butcher is showing the team a bulletin board of the Teenage Kicks, an edgy team of teenage soups that Butcher thinks deserves some surveillance. Butcher tells the boys, a lot of the big-time superhero team's members have come from Teenage Kicks. Butcher looks at Huey, including your mate, the A-Train, Butcher says. Huey's like, what? Butcher tells the team about the surveillance job they'll be doing, and is like, remember the 7 Ps. Proper preparation and planning prevent piss-poor performance. Yep, say that 5 times fast. Butcher wants the soups to know that the boys are back. He looks back at the bulletin board and says, F me rigid. They are in for shock. Bad ass. Issue ends.